Hi, blog friends. Just another installment of Talky Tuesday. I have a couple things to talk about today, and then, as I promised in one of my blogs, I'm going to talk about how to make that paper plate skeleton. So I'm going to do these things really quick. The first thing, and I just started seeing this today, it's about a movie called The Golden Compass. And I haven't had a chance to read through everything and to go check it out. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie, and chances are most of the people who are voicing opinion about this movie haven't seen it either. But the premise is that the movie is not Christian, and so all the Christians who are passionate about this issue are coming out against the movie and slamming it before it even hits the theaters. So right now, my thoughts on The Golden Compass, which I know nothing about, is there are a lot of movies out there that are about different belief systems and different religions, and if we start getting rid of movies and books and speech about religions that are different than Christianity, then we have a big problem. So I probably will blog about this once I dig my hands into it. But if any of you out there have read anything or have websites or whatever that talk about the Golden Compass, please send that to me. I just want to encourage everybody to know that it's okay for someone not to believe what you believe. That's fine. And, I think that if they are respecting your beliefs, you can respect theirs. You don't have to condone them or like them, but to waste your time and energy trying to convince somebody to believe something different than you, I just don't get that. I don't get it. So, kind of different issues going on in there as far as the Golden Compass goes. There was a write-up. Somebody wrote in an opinion in the local Hutchinson Leader paper, and maybe if I can find that online, I'll link it to this blog. And then I just got an email from a friend, and I believe that I also saw it on somebody else's blog. And so be looking for that. Let me know what you think. The other thing is, last week I read this story in the Minneapolis Star and Tribune, or Star Tribune, however they want to call it. And it was about a 72-year-old lady who, I think twice a year, holds a garage sale or a sale of some, it's a garage sale, but it's not in the garage. It's held inside a home in Minnetonka, Minnesota. And this sale has been a tradition. It was a tradition that she started with her mother when her mother was alive. And after her mother passed, it's a tradition she kept going. And there are people family and friends and neighbors that come to this. And it's kind of an event. And mostly senior citizens. And she sends out little postcards to them because they've asked for reminders. And at any rate, this sale took place, only it got busted, it got raided by the Minnetonka police. I think it's tragic, but it's also very funny. Don't the Minnetonka police have anything better to do? It's a garage sale. Here's their sticking point, is they believe that she's running a business. Somebody must have something up their craw, and they don't want this woman to make any extra money. It definitely is used items that she's selling. She said that in the article. One of their points one of the points that the city contests is that while she owns the house, she does not live there. It was her mother's house. So I'm not sure if she has somebody else living there, and she's made an arrangement that she can still do this, once or twice a year. But again, it's just an issue of when is too much governance too much? why are police going in and raiding a home with senior citizens in it and kind of busting it up like it was a college frat party? Why is this such a concern for that city? I don't get it. And, you know, a lot of times just locally here, I wonder why the local government has their hands in certain things, and why bigger government has their hands in bigger things, when it's not really their job to mandate it or to pass legislation on it, or at least in my opinion. So I'm also going to link that article to this blog, just so you guys can read it and scratch your head. I just think that there's bigger issues out there that local police departments should be handling. So those are my two my two little rants for today, and things that got me, you know, kind of like saying it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So what people have time and energy for. So speaking of a waste of time, this last Halloween I made paperplate skeletons, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, I have mail. It was a lot of fun, and in the long run, you know, I will probably make them again. It's a very easy craft. And anyways, Mary Moon asked me to send her the directions. I looked for directions online, and I couldn't find them. So I have the magazine here that I got the information from. It's Woman's World, and it's the October 23rd edition. It has Oprah. It has Oprah on the front. Eat like Oprah. But anyways, so here's the skeleton, and that maybe can give you a good idea. And on this it says to take their pattern, blow it up 400 times, and then cut out paper plates. Well, I didn't do that. I just went and got the paper plates and I cut them so that it would look like this, okay? And so you use one plate to do the head. This is hard to do. You use one plate to do the head, and then you just use marker to fill all that in. My head looks obviously a little bit different because look, see, there's my head. Okay, and then you can see you take paper clips and just clip all the pieces together. Now, this year I used styrofoam plates, which I would not recommend. They came apart, and you can see I had to tape to reinforce. I would definitely next year buy like the Chinette, the cardboard, the heavy-duty cardboard plates, and use those, because once the wind got a hold of these, you know, one time I went out there, just the head was hanging, and so I had to. My skeleton was high maintenance, in other words. So then you just take another paper plate. You take another paper plate and cut out the shoulders. You just cut the rim out, you know, and then. Here, the ribs were the middle of a plate, and then the ends. And there's the pelvis. It's half a paper plate with a hole cut in it. And the bones I cut all at once. I just used the middle of the paper plate, and I stacked, you know, 8 of them together and cut them out. And the hands, I had Lolo. I had her put her hand down on a paper plate, and I traced it, and that's what we cut those out from. The legs are just 2 bones, and, you know, then the little feet I just fashioned freehand. I'm not sure what they have them in the magazine here. Well, something kind of like that, their feet are. And you just hook it all together with paper clips. Easy schmeezy. So do it and enjoy it and have fun. And I know it's kind of late for to do it this year. But keep it in mind for next year. It's easy to do, and you probably won't even need this video to remind you. So, paper plate skeletons, only on Michelle's blog. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your Tuesday. It's cold and windy here in Minnesota, and there's not much going on. Nate is napping, and later on tonight I'm going to go and meet a friend, drop off some of his artwork that's been hanging around my house, and you know, hang out and catch up, see his new house that he's lived in for a year and I haven't seen. Shame on me. So yeah, that's my day. Okay, that's it.